What is going on, guys? This is Chris from Twins Picks, and in today's video I'll be giving you guys my 3 best MLB picks for today's slate, May 13th, 2022. But as always, we got to go over yesterday's slate, May 12th, 2022, and we ended up going 2-1. The Twins' first 5+1/2 just did not work out. Winder really did struggle. He was walking quite a bit of guys, and the Houston Astros, Yordan Alvarez, one of those up-and-coming power hitters, he got a home run yesterday, and I think that just took away all the momentum. And even in the first game, the Houston Astros just mopping the floor with the Twins in both of these back-to-back games, outscoring them 16-3. It just wasn't even close in this one. So the first one, Twins' first 5, it didn't come in. Winder really did struggle yesterday after starting the year 1.61 ERA with a 2-0 record. Now it's plummeted a bit, but it is what it is. That one didn't cash. The second one, Yankees' first 5+1/2. As I mentioned yesterday, Dylan Cease has struggled against the Yankees, and it did happen again. Yeah, he had a whopping 11 Ks in 4 innings, but Giancarlo Stanton bombed 2 homers against Cease in this game, and that made Dylan Cease allow 6 earned runs in the contest. And the final total of this game was 15-7, one of the highest scoring games of the season, bar none. And this Yankees team, whenever you can get them at +1/2, you might have to take them, because this lineup is looking like one of the scariest power hitting lineups that I've seen in a very long time. This kind of reminds me of the 15 Blue Jays, where the first 6 batters are potential all-stars. So the Yankees definitely covered here, and even though Dylan Cease is one of the greatest pitchers in the AL, the Yankees still solved them and got it done. And the third one that came in was the Oakland A's first 5 money line. Kaprelian, it was Baruki and Kaprelian, pretty fair pitching matchup. 2 of them not the greatest, but Kaprelian, they went up 3-0 early on, and then the 5th inning came, and as all these first 5 bats usually go, it's a sweat in the 5th, and Kaprelian was walking. I think he walked 2. There was a single, and then they got 2 runs in the 5th, but then it was a fly out to end it. Thank goodness that one came in as well. So a 2-1 day yesterday, but got to go into today's picks. First one I got, Kevin Gausman with the Blue Jays, first 5 money line, -140. The Blue Jays have struggled recently. Let's make no mistake about it. Bichette and Vladdy have not looked sharp at all to start this season, but I really do like it here. I mean, Drew Rasmussen has been fairly great for the Rays. The Rays have one of the greatest up-and-comers in Wander Franco, but the bats have to start going. I think the Blue Jays are only averaging about 4 runs in the last 10 games against the Rays. This has to change. The bats have to wake up. George Springer has easily been the Jays' MVP so far, but Matt Chapman specifically, in my opinion, has to start waking up and start getting on base, because we signed him to a pretty hefty contract, and with the salary cap strap that this Blue Jays team is going to be on, it's just not acceptable. So the Jays are 17-15. I'd never thought they would be this through the first 32 games of the year, but it is what it is. I think they're going to get out of their slump eventually, and I think it starts tonight. So I got the Blue Jays first 5 money line. The second pick I got is the Baltimore Orioles first 5+1/2 with Jordan Lyle on the mound taking on Eduardo Rodriguez. The Detroit Tigers are 9-23 on the season. They're 2-7 as favorites, and they've struggled mightily at home. Just like a couple days ago when I took the Oakland A's against the Tigers, the A's ended up getting it done. I expect the same here. The Orioles are 5-1 in their last 6. Cedric Mullins, Trey Mancini, Austin Hayes, and Mountcastle to me have been standouts this year, specifically Cedric Mullins that has 5 homers, 15 RBIs, and batting about .290. He's just been fantastic this year. And yes, Grossman's been great. Javier Baez still hasn't really found his footing with the Tigers, but I really do like Lyles over Rodriguez in this spot, especially getting the +1/2. Rodriguez has struggled mightily recently. He's allowed 4 home runs in his last 6 starts. And he's walked 9 batters in his last 22 innings of work. So Rodriguez has been a little wild. I think when he allows homers, he lets it get to him, and that's when his control just gets out of hand. So as long as the Orioles have plate discipline in this one, I expect them to cover. And my third and final play of the day is the New York Mets run line, -1.5 against the Seattle Mariners. Mad Max is back, baby. Max Scherzer, this guy, the last 2 outings have not been typical Mad Max. He allowed 4 runs in his last one, and the game before that he allowed 3. and he's allowed 4 home runs in his last 2 starts, but this is a bounce back opportunity. He does whiff quite a bit of batters. And Marco Gonzalez, on the other hand, he does not whiff a lot of batters, and he does walk quite a bit. He's walked 8 in his last 23 innings, and he's allowed 5 home runs in those last 23 innings as well. He's really struggled with the long ball, and he's really struggled with walks. And when you're going to walk, if you're going to start walking guys specifically on the New York Mets, this is a recipe for disaster for the Mariners today. Lindor, Pete Alonso, even Escobar, those guys are going to kill you if you give them any sort of opportunity. So the Mets are ranked 3rd in hits this year, whereas the Mariners are 19th. And when you look at those stats with Scherzer on the mound, that's going to be the game changer. So my 3rd and final pick is the New York Mets run line -1.5 at -115. So quickly going over today, we got the Blue Jays first 5 money line at -140. We got the Orioles first 5 plus a half at -110. And we got the Mets -1.5 at -115. Thanks, guys. This is Chris from Twins Picks signing out. Peace.